Okay, I know I look like a fucking hippie, but I'm actually a medically retired combat infantryman. But I really wanted to talk about this whole transgender issue in the military and how people are getting so upset about something that they really don't understand. And I'm not saying I understand transgenderism or that I'm a doctor or anything like that, but I mean they don't understand the military because most of them haven't been in the military. But this isn't hate or bigotry or anything like that. I honestly believe whatever you want to do, you can do, as long as you're not hurting anyone else or stealing from someone. Do you? That's that's completely fine with me. But this really just comes down to being logical, using logic and reason instead of emotion. I'm very passionate about this, just like, I mean, I don't speak for all of us, but a lot of infantrymen are, because this is literally life or death. There's no redos, there's no start overs. If you fuck up, you die. If you are not performing at the maximum ability that you can, someone will die, or be maimed, or be captured, or whatever. There's no room for social experimentation or political correctness on the battlefield. I mean, like I said, this is fucking life or death. Just think about it. Just put all the politics and political correctness aside. Just think about it. Okay? You have an infantryman in Iraq, Afghanistan, wherever, in a war, hiking up and down mountains in fucking anywhere from 30 to 80, maybe even more, maybe even 100 pounds of gear. Okay? It's 100 plus degrees, or it's 40 and raining and freezing cold, or it's snowing. You're kicking in doors, you're raiding houses, you're fucking getting into firefights. People are trying to kill you, okay? They're trying to kill you. And they're willing, not only are they trying to kill you, but they think that if they die trying to kill you, that is the best thing that could ever happen to them and their family and everyone they know, okay? They like to say a lot, we love death more than you love life, okay? So you're getting into firefights, you're fighting door to door, and you have to physically arrest Taliban or Al-Qaeda or bad guys and detain them and then make sure they safely get to where they need to go, right? And then you have on your team, again, I'm saying, just think about this, an American infantryman who's transgender, once again, nothing wrong with that, but in this situation, think about it, who's taking a regular supply of estrogen. Okay? What does estrogen do? Just think scientifically. I want to be scientific. In combat, okay, we need controlled aggression and violence and chaos. Testosterone. But you have someone who's transgender taking estrogen. It doesn't make sense at all. It just doesn't make sense. It's just insanity to introduce something like that to this situation. What it comes down to, what it honestly comes down to is, it's all about making your unit, down to the fire team, a more effective fighting and killing machine. That's what it comes down to. So, if you're going to add something to that, it has to be a positive. Because we're talking about lives here. We're not talking about public policy in the safety of America. We're talking about lives. American lives. White, black, yellow, purple, orange, whatever. We're talking about American lives. What does that add to the equation? What does it add? Nothing. It adds nothing. All it does, it weakens our ability to function at maximum performance levels. And that's what it comes down to. Does allowing men who are transitioning to women and taking hormones that go against biology when it comes to strength and being in a war, does it make our fighting force more capable or efficient and capable of hunting down and destroying, whether it's killing or capturing the enemy? Does it do that? Be honest. These are lives at stake. Okay? This is combat. This is battle. This is life or death. Does it make the United States military, and especially the infantrymen, the men who are on the ground fighting, does it make them more or less effective killers? To add the someone who is transgender into the equation. Not morally, but really. Reality. Biologically, scientifically. And let's be honest. The answer is no, it doesn't. That does not mean that there's something wrong with transgender people or anything like that. But when it comes to war and combat, it's about winning and surviving and life or death. It's not about hurt feelings.